Imagine a vast, verdant land stretching from the British Isles to the heart of Europe. The air is filled with the scent of oak forests and the sound of rivers teeming with life. Welcome to Doggerland, the lost world beneath the North Sea. It is a place now submerged, a memory hidden beneath the waves. Yet once it was a bridge of land that connected Britain to continental Europe, a geographical marvel that played host to a tapestry of life as rich and varied as any found in the ancient world. In the twilight of the last great ice age, as the mammoth and the woolly rhinoceros roamed the tundra, the vast sheets of ice began their slow retreat. In their wake, they left behind a landscape reshaped and reborn, a lush tableau of valleys and hills, rivers and wetlands, that we now call Doggerland. Stretching from the eastern shores of Britain across the North Sea to the lowlands of what are now the Netherlands, Germany, and Denmark, this land was a fertile crescent, a cradle of life and a highway for the migrations of the early peoples of Europe. The geography of Doggerland was as diverse as it was extensive. To the west, the land rose gently from the sea in a series of rolling hills, covered in dense forests of oak and birch. These woodlands were alive with the songs of birds and the rustle of leaves, a canopy under which the early humans found shelter and sustenance. To the east, the landscape opened into vast plains and wetlands, interwoven with rivers and streams that sparkled in the sunlight. These waterways were the arteries of the land, coursing with fish and providing a bounty for the hunter-gatherer communities that called Doggerland home. The air here was heavy with the scent of earth and water, mingling with the sweet fragrance of flowering plants and the tang of the sea. It was a land of contrasts, of gentle breezes and sudden squalls, of lush green summers and icy winters. The seasons painted their own stories across this landscape, each year bringing new life and new challenges to its inhabitants. Doggerland was not just a geographical bridge but a cultural and ecological one as well. Its forests were populated by deer and boar, its wetlands by beavers and otters, its skies by flocks of migrating birds. It was a rich ecosystem, a living mosaic that supported a diversity of life forms, both plant and animal, that thrived in the temperate climate of the time. The people who lived here, the Mesolithic communities, were intimately connected to this land. They were hunter-gatherers, relying on the natural resources around them for food, shelter, and clothing. They moved with the rhythms of the seasons, following the migrations of animals and the ripening of fruits and nuts. These early peoples were skilled craftsmen and women, fashioning tools and weapons from stone and bone, weaving nets from plant fibers, and creating art that speaks to us across the millennia. They left behind traces of their lives in the form of flint tools, pottery shards, and the remains of their campsites, artifacts that tell us of a world that was vibrant and dynamic, a world where humans and nature lived in a delicate balance. The significance of Doggerland in prehistoric times cannot be overstated. It was a crossroads of cultures, a place where ideas and technologies could flow freely across the land bridge that connected Britain to the broader European continent. It was here that the early farmers arrived, bringing with them the seeds of agriculture that would change the landscape and the way of life forever. It was a place of meeting and mixing, a melting pot of influences that would shape the future of Europe. As we explore the history of Doggerland, we are reminded of the impermanence of landscapes and the resilience of nature and human society. The land that once thrived here has been claimed by the sea, yet its legacy lives on in the genetic and cultural heritage of the peoples of Europe. The story of Doggerland is one of transformation, of a world that was lost but not forgotten, a world that still whispers to us from beneath the waters of the North Sea. Now, as we stand on the shores of modern Britain or gaze out across the waters from the coast of Denmark, it is hard to imagine the land that once lay between. But beneath the waves, the story of Doggerland continues to unfold. Marine archaeology and modern technology are helping us to piece together this ancient landscape, to uncover the secrets of a world that was once alive with the sounds and sights of daily life. With the scene set, we journey to the time when Mesolithic communities thrived in this idyllic landscape. Let us delve deeper into their world, exploring how they lived, what they believed, and how they adapted to the changing environment around them. The story of Doggerland is just beginning, and it is a story that is as captivating as the land itself. In the soft, dappled light of a Mesolithic dawn, The mist clings gently to the rolling landscape of Doggerland, a vast and fertile plain that stretches between the lands now known as Britain and continental Europe. The air is crisp and cool, filled with the earthy scent of damp soil and the distant murmur of the retreating tides. Here, in this forgotten world beneath the North Sea, life unfolds in a delicate balance between humanity and nature, a tapestry woven with the threads of survival and abundance. The people of Doggerland, the Mesolithic hunter-gatherers, awaken to the calls of myriad birds heralding the new day. The early risers among them make their way through reed beds still heavy with dew, their footsteps muffled by the thick, lush growth that blankets the land. These are a people deeply attuned to their environment, their senses honed by generations of living in harmony with the world around them. They are skilled hunters and gatherers, relying on their intimate knowledge of the land to sustain their communities. The landscape of Doggerland is a mosaic of rich ecosystems, each teeming with life. Thick forests of oak and hazel blanket the higher ground, their canopies alive with the rustling of leaves and the chatter of squirrels. In the clearings, wild grasses sway gently in the breeze, dotted with vibrant bursts of wildflowers that attract bees and butterflies in a dance of color. The scent of pine and fresh blossoms mingles in the air, a fragrant reminder of the richness and vitality of this ancient land. The hunter-gatherers, clad in garments fashioned from animal hides, move with quiet purpose through this verdant landscape. Their eyes are ever watchful for signs of game, their ears attuned to the subtle shifts in the symphony of natural sounds. They are masters of stealth and patience, their movements a testament to the deep understanding they possess of the rhythms and cycles of the world they inhabit. In the woodlands, the hunters track red deer and wild boar, their bows and arrows at the ready, each movement deliberate and precise. These animals provide more than just sustenance. Their hides and bones are transformed into tools and clothing, their sinew into thread, their presence a gift from the land itself. The hunt is both a necessary task and a sacred ritual, a moment when human skill and natural bounty converge in a harmonious dance. The waterways of Doggerland, too, are a source of life and abundance. Rivers snake their way through the landscape, their banks lush with reeds and willows, their waters a shimmering mirror reflecting the sky above. Here, the people cast nets and lines into the depths, drawing forth a bounty of fish that glisten silver in the sunlight. Pike, perch, and eel are staples of their diet, a testament to the richness of the aquatic world that surrounds them. Along the shores, shellfish beds provide another source of nourishment, their harvest a patient endeavor requiring time and care. The briny scent of the sea mingles with the fresh, salty tang of the air, a reminder of the ever-present connection between land and water. As the tide recedes, the people gather mussels, cockles, and oysters, their baskets filled with the ocean's offering. Beyond the immediate needs of survival, the people of Doggerland engage in the creation of art and adornment, expressions of their culture and identity. They carve intricate designs into bone and stone, fashioning tools and ornaments that carry meaning and beauty. The rhythmic tapping of flint knapping echoes through the air as skilled hands craft blades and points, each piece a testament to the ingenuity and craftsmanship of these ancient artisans. The children of Doggerland, free from the burdens of adult responsibility, explore the world with wide-eyed wonder. They play among the trees and meadows, their laughter a joyous counterpoint to the songs of birds and the rustle of leaves. Through their games, they learn the skills and knowledge that will one day guide them in their roles as hunters and gatherers, the future stewards of this land. The seasons in Doggerland bring change and renewal, each one marked by its own beauty and challenges. Spring heralds an explosion of growth and life, the land awakening from its winter slumber in a riot of green and color. Summer brings warmth and abundance, the days long and filled with light, the air alive with the hum of insects and the calls of birds. Autumn paints the landscape in hues of gold and crimson, a time of harvest and preparation as the people gather and store the bounty of the land for the leaner months ahead. Winter, with its chill winds and stark beauty, is a time of rest and reflection. The hearth fires burning brightly in the shelters, their warmth a balm against the cold. All the while, the people of Doggerland remain deeply connected to the land and its rhythms, their lives a testament to the harmony that can exist between humanity and the natural world. Their existence is one of balance and respect, a living embodiment of the ancient pact between the earth and those who dwell upon it. Yet, as the cycles of the sun and moon continue their eternal dance across the sky, subtle changes begin to stir within the world of Doggerland. The distant glaciers, vast and imposing, begin their slow retreat, their icy grip loosening its hold upon the earth. The seas, in response, rise inch by inch, their relentless advance a portent of the transformation to come. The people of Doggerland, for now, continue their lives, unaware of the slow, inexorable changes that will one day reshape their world. They gather, they hunt, they celebrate the passing of the seasons, their hearts and minds attuned to the land they call home. But the sea, with its own rhythm and power, whispers the promise of a new world, a world yet to be revealed beneath the waves. As the sun sets over the great expanse of Doggerland, the sky painted in shades of pink and gold, the people gather around their fires, their faces aglow with the warmth of the flames. They share stories of the hunt, tales of their ancestors, and dreams of what the future may hold. The crackle of the fire blends with the gentle lapping of the waves upon the shore, a symphony of sound that lulls the land into a peaceful slumber. And so, as darkness falls and the stars emerge in their celestial dance, the people of Doggerland drift into dreams, held within the embrace of a world both ancient and ever-changing. The land, the sea, and the sky together weave the story of life, a story that will soon embark upon a new chapter. As the gentle tides of time continue their eternal ebb and flow, we turn our gaze to the horizon, where the rising waters beckon with the promise of transformation and the dawning of a new epoch. The sun dips low on the horizon, casting a gentle, golden light upon the vast expanse of Doggerland, a realm that once stretched proudly between what we now know as Britain and mainland Europe. It is a land brimming with life and opportunity, a bridge of sorts, teeming with the rich bounty of a diverse ecosystem. But as the cycles of the earth turn, inexorable and indifferent to the lives of those it cradles, the seas begin their slow, relentless rise, whispering a tale of transformation and adaptation. In the distance, the rhythmic sound of waves is a constant companion, their soft murmuring a reminder of the ocean's ever-present embrace. This is a time when the ice sheets of the last great glacial period are in retreat, their mighty grip on the world loosening, giving way to the warming breath of a new epoch. The thawing glaciers release their ancient waters, sending them coursing into the oceans, gradually lifting the sea levels and altering the face of the land. Doggerland, this vast and fertile plain, begins to feel the encroachment of the rising seas. The transformation is slow, almost imperceptible to those who tread its grounds day by day. Yet, over the span of generations, the change is undeniable. The coastline shifts, creeping inward with an insatiable hunger. What were once sprawling forests and open plains slowly give way to marshlands, then to tidal flats, and eventually to the open sea. The air carries the scent of salt more strongly now, mingling with the earthy aroma of damp soil and the sweet fragrance of wildflowers that cling to the higher grounds. In the early light of dawn, wisps of mist rise from the waterlogged earth, weaving through the skeletal remains of trees that stand, half submerged, as silent witnesses to the encroaching tide. For the Mesolithic communities that call Doggerland home, the rising waters present both challenge and opportunity. These people, skilled and resourceful, draw upon their deep knowledge of the land and its rhythms. They adapt, as life has always adapted, to the changing world around them. Their settlements, once nestled comfortably on dry ground, are now poised on the edges of this new watery frontier. The people of Doggerland, masters of their environment, begin to modify their ways of life in response to the shifting landscape. They become more attuned to the tides and the cycles of the sea, learning to predict the ebb and flow of the waters with a keen eye and a sensitive touch. Their tools and technologies evolve. The crafting of dugout canoes becomes more sophisticated, allowing them to navigate the expanding waterways with ease and to fish in the rich, brackish waters that now teem with life. The sounds of their daily activities fill the air. The rhythmic chipping of flint, the gentle thud of wooden mallets shaping new vessels, the laughter of children playing along the water's edge. Their diet, too, begins to shift as the sea provides new sources of sustenance. Shellfish, abundant in the shallow waters, are gathered in woven baskets, while fish are caught with nets and spears. The once dominant game of the land is supplemented by the bounty of the sea, creating a rich and varied tapestry of nourishment. As the land continues to transform, so too do the paths of migration and communication. The people of Doggerland, ever adaptable, forge new routes across the waterways, maintaining connections with distant communities. In this fluid landscape, the exchange of ideas and goods flows as readily as the water itself, knitting together a tapestry of human interaction that transcends the boundaries of the rising sea. The landscape, though altered, remains a place of profound beauty. The marshlands, with their gently swaying reeds and the chorus of birdsong, offer a serene counterpoint to the tumult of change. The water, reflecting the vast skies above, shimmers with an ever-changing array of colors, from the soft pastels of dawn to the fiery hues of sunset. It is a world in transition, where the forces of nature and humanity intertwine in a delicate dance. Yet, even as they adapt, there is an underlying awareness among the people of Doggerland that their world is changing in ways that may one day surpass their ability to cope. The elders speak of legends and stories, passed down through generations, of times when the seas swallowed great stretches of land. These tales, once regarded as distant and mythical, begin to take on a more immediate relevance. The rising waters challenge their ingenuity, but they also forge resilience and unity among the Mesolithic communities. New strategies for survival emerge, as people band together to share knowledge and resources. The bonds of kinship and cooperation are strengthened, woven into the fabric of their daily lives as tightly as the reeds they weave into their baskets. The transformation of Doggerland is not merely a physical alteration of the landscape. It is a transformation of human experience, a testament to the enduring spirit of adaptation and survival. The people here are not passive observers of this change but active participants, shaping their destinies in tandem with the forces of nature. As the days turn to years, the horizon shifts ever inward. The familiar landmarks of old gradually disappear beneath the waves, replaced by new vistas and new challenges. The people of Doggerland continue their journey, resilient and unyielding, their lives a testament to the power of human adaptability. And so, as the sun sets once more over the rising tides, painting the sky with hues of amber and rose, the story of Doggerland continues, carried forward by the waters that reshape its shores. With the waters rising, we approach the moment of a sudden and dramatic change in Doggerland's history, a moment that will forever alter the course of this ancient land and its people. As the quiet waters of the ancient North Sea cradle the remnants of a forgotten land, the story of Doggerland continues to unfold, revealing a tapestry woven with both life and loss. The sun, a glowing orb upon the horizon, casts its golden light across the undulating waves, whispering of times long past when the seabed was a vibrant landscape, teeming with flora and fauna, and a sanctuary for the prehistoric peoples who called it home. In this gentle light, we journey back to an age where the margins of the land and sea were yet to be fully defined, to a time when the earth itself would shift in ways that none could have foreseen. The Storegga Slide, a monumental event in the annals of natural history, looms large at this juncture, poised to alter the course of Doggerland's destiny. It is approximately 8,200 years before the present, and the world is a place of transition, where the grasp of the last ice age has loosened, yet its legacy remains etched in the natural world. To the northwest of present-day Norway, beneath the cold, deep waters of the Norwegian Sea, lies a vast swathe of sediment, a silent giant resting at the edge of the continental shelf. This is Storegga, a name that would become synonymous with one of the most significant underwater landslides known to humankind. The slide itself, a titanic release of earth and stone, is set into motion perhaps by the slow but relentless melting of glacial ice, which has burdened the land with its weight for millennia. As the ice retreats, the relieved land begins to rise, a process known as isostatic rebound. Yet, beneath the ocean, the sediment, saturated and destabilized, reaches a tipping point. In an instant, the seafloor gives way, and with it, an estimated 3,500 cubic kilometers of material cascades into the abyss, creating a void that the sea rushes to fill. This sudden movement, a force of nature both awe-inspiring and terrifying, unleashes a series of waves, a tsunami that will traverse the North Sea with unrelenting speed and power. As the waves fan out, they carry with them the breath of destruction, destined to reshape the lands they encounter. The people of Doggerland, accustomed to the rhythms of the sea and the land, are unaware of the impending peril that races towards their shores. In Doggerland, the air is filled with the sense of spring, the earth awakening to the promise of new life. The lush forests and open plains are alive with the sounds of creatures great and small. The people here, skilled hunters and gatherers, have carved a life from the land, moving with the seasons, attuned to the natural world that sustains them. Yet, as the ground beneath their feet trembles ever so slightly, a harbinger too subtle to be heeded, they remain blissfully unaware of the distant upheaval that will soon change everything. The tsunami arrives not as a single event, but as a series of waves, each carrying with it the accumulated energy of the slide. The first of these waves crashes upon the shores with a ferocity that defies the imagination, sweeping over the low-lying plains and inundating the forests with water. The roar of the ocean, rising to a crescendo, drowns out all other sounds. The land, which once seemed so enduring, is now at the mercy of the sea. In the chaos that follows, the very fabric of life in Doggerland is torn asunder. The waters, implacable and indiscriminate, uproot trees, scatter wildlife, and swallow the settlements of those who have made their homes along the coast. The people, faced with the swift encroachment of the sea, are forced to flee, abandoning the familiar for the uncertain. The landscape, once a patchwork of verdant greens and browns, is transformed into a churning expanse of gray and white, as the sea asserts its dominance. The immediate impact of the tsunami is devastating, leaving in its wake a trail of destruction that stretches from the shores of Norway to the coasts of Scotland and beyond. Yet, the waves do not merely pass and leave the land unchanged. They carve new paths, erode ancient banks, and deposit layers of sediment that alter the very topography of the region. The land that emerges in the aftermath is a changed one, its contours and boundaries redrawn by the hand of nature. For the people of Doggerland, the world they knew has irrevocably shifted. In the days and weeks that follow, they must adapt to a landscape that has been reshaped by forces beyond their control. The forests and fields, once teeming with life, are now marked by the scars of the tsunami's passage. The familiar pathways are submerged, and the places that held their histories and memories are lost beneath the waves. In the longer term, the effects of the Storegga Slide reverberate through time, echoing across generations. The inundation hastens the submergence of Doggerland, a process already underway as sea levels rise in the wake of the Ice Age's end. What was once a vast expanse of land, linking the British Isles to the European continent, becomes fragmented, its fragments isolated by the encroaching sea. The peoples of Doggerland, resilient and resourceful, are forced to adapt to this new reality. Some migrate to higher ground, seeking refuge on the emerging islands and the fringes of the continent. Others, perhaps, move inland, to the heart of Europe, carrying with them their stories, their traditions, and their indomitable spirit. The land beneath the sea becomes a memory, a legend passed down through the generations, a reminder of the capriciousness of nature and the fragility of human endeavors. Thus, the Storegga Slide marks a pivotal moment in the history of Doggerland, a moment that underscores the power of nature and the transience of human settlements in its path. The land, though submerged, continues to hold its secrets, waiting patiently beneath the waves for the day when they might be uncovered once more. As the waters of the North Sea settle into their new domain, the final chapter of Doggerland's story begins to unfold. The landscape continues its slow descent into the depths, a process inexorable and gradual. The land that once bridged continents now lies beneath the sea, a quiet testament to the forces that shaped it and the people who once walked its expanse. And so, as we leave behind the tumultuous events of the Storegga Slide, we turn our gaze to the last vestiges of Doggerland, to the final stages of its submergence, where the land fades into legend and the sea embraces its lost kingdom. The story of Doggerland, though hidden beneath the waves, endures in the whispers of the ocean and in the echoes of the past, a reminder of a world that was, and of the ever-changing dance between land and sea. As the ages turned and time slipped quietly through the fingers of history, the vast stretch of land known today as Doggerland met its inevitable fate beneath the encroaching waters of the North Sea. The sun, an ancient sentinel in the sky, rises and sets over this prehistoric landscape, marking the days with golden hues that shimmer across the churning sea. The wind, carrying with it the salty tang of the ocean, whispers tales of a time when Doggerland flourished, a fertile bridge connecting what we now know as Britain to mainland Europe. The final submersion of Doggerland unfolds over centuries, a slow yet inexorable surrender to the rising sea levels that follow the last great ice age. The ice sheets, once immense and seemingly eternal, release their hold on the northern lands, their waters flowing back into the world's oceans, raising them, inch by precious inch. With each passing season, the tides claim more of the land, transforming verdant plains and lush forests into a watery graveyard of trees and meadows, silent witnesses to the relentless advance of the sea. The people of Doggerland, those resilient hunter-gatherers who roamed its expanses, witnessed the changes with a mixture of awe and apprehension. They carry with them a deep understanding of the natural world, their lives intimately attuned to the rhythms of the earth. The sounds of their daily lives, children's laughter, the crackling of fires, the soft murmur of conversation, mingle with the symphony of nature, yet now these sounds are underscored by the distant roar of the encroaching sea. As the waters rise, the landscape shifts and transforms. Rivers swell and merge into one another, forming new estuaries that reach inland. The marshlands, once teeming with life, become brackish and unwelcoming. The air is filled with the cries of birds in flight, their instinct driving them to new territories as their nesting grounds disappear beneath the waves. The scent of damp earth mingles with the fresh, briny aroma of the sea, a poignant reminder of the changes afoot. Human settlements, once nestled along the fertile banks of rivers and streams, are gradually abandoned as the waters encroach upon their thresholds. Families pack their belongings, the weight of their ancestors' stories carried with them as they journey to higher ground. They leave behind hearthstones long since cooled, and the remnants of their lives are slowly swallowed by the sea. Yet, their departure is not one of defeat but of adaptation, a testament to the enduring spirit of humanity in the face of nature's inexorable power. The cultural and environmental loss is profound. With Doggerland's submersion, a world of rich biodiversity vanishes beneath the waves. The forests, once vibrant with the calls of deer and the rustle of leaves, fall silent, their roots loosened by the persistent encroachment of saltwater. The plants and animals that thrived in this unique ecosystem find themselves displaced, their habitats lost to the depths. It is a reminder of the fragility of the natural world and the delicate balance upon which life's tapestry is woven. Yet, the legacy of Doggerland endures in the stories and traditions passed down through generations. As the waters rise, the people carry with them the memory of their homeland, woven into the fabric of their cultural identity. The land may vanish beneath the sea, but its spirit lives on in the myths and legends, in the shared history of the peoples who once called it home. These stories, whispered around fires on cold nights, serve as a bridge between the past and the present, a reminder of a time when the earth was different, and the world was wide and full of promise. In the depths of the North Sea, the remnants of this lost world lie in silent testimony to the passage of time. Beneath the waves, the landscape of Doggerland remains etched in the seabed, preserved in layers of sediment that tell a story of life and loss. Artifacts, long buried beneath the ocean floor, offer tantalizing glimpses into the daily lives of its inhabitants. Tools fashioned from stone and bone, remnants of pottery, and the traces of ancient hearths that speak of warmth and community. As the modern world turns its gaze back to the past, the mysteries of Doggerland slowly resurface. Advances in technology allow us to peer beneath the waves, to map the contours of this submerged landscape and uncover the secrets it holds. Each discovery is a piece of a puzzle, a step closer to understanding the world as it once was. The legacy of Doggerland, though hidden beneath the sea, continues to inspire and intrigue, a reminder of the enduring connection between past and present. The story of Doggerland, with its rise and eventual fall beneath the waves, is a chapter in the grand narrative of human history. It speaks to the resilience of life in the face of change, the adaptability of human beings to the shifting fortunes of the natural world. Though the land itself has vanished, its memory remains, a testament to the enduring spirit of those who once walked its shores. As we leave the ancient world beneath the waves, we turn our attention to modern discoveries that bring Doggerland's story back to the surface, weaving together the past and the present in a tapestry of history and human endeavor. As the first light of dawn breaks gently over the horizon, casting a shimmering glow upon the restless waves of the North Sea, we find ourselves drawn to the hidden mysteries that lie beneath its depths. This vast expanse of water, stretching from the shores of the British Isles to the coasts of Scandinavia, conceals within its embrace the remnants of a long-lost land once teeming with life. It is here, beneath the rolling tides and the brisk sea breezes, that modern discoveries have begun to shed light on the enigmatic world of Doggerland, a prehistoric realm submerged by the rising waters of time. In recent years, a quiet yet persistent revolution has unfolded in the field of archaeology, as the seabed of the North Sea has become a site of remarkable finds and stirring revelations. Fishermen, casting their nets in search of bountiful catches, have unwittingly become harbingers of history, their trawlers drawing from the depths not only fish but fragments of a bygone era. These artifacts, plucked from the sands of time, tell stories of a land once rich in human activity, a bridge between continents now lost beneath the waves. The fishermen's nets, heavy with the weight of their unexpected bounty, have brought to light tools and implements fashioned by ancient hands. Axes, made from flint and polished to a utilitarian perfection, emerge from the depths, their sharp edges a testament to the skill and ingenuity of their creators. Spearheads, too, delicately crafted and yet robust, speak of a people who hunted and foraged across vast stretches of this drowned land. As these objects are pulled from the murky waters, they whisper tales of survival, of adaptation to a changing landscape, and of a connection to the earth that is both profound and enduring. Among the finds are artifacts that hint at the everyday lives of Doggerland's inhabitants. Pottery shards, their surfaces etched with intricate designs, suggest a society that valued both function and beauty. These vessels, once used to store food and drink, now serve as silent witnesses to the culinary habits of a people who thrived in harmony with their environment. The discovery of bone needles and awls offers glimpses into the textile arts practiced by these ancient communities, as garments were meticulously sewn to protect against the elements and to express identity and status. The significance of these discoveries cannot be overstated, for they provide a tangible link to a world that existed thousands of years ago, a world that has been obscured by the passage of time and the shifting sands of the sea. Each artifact recovered from the depths adds a new layer to our understanding of Doggerland, piecing together a mosaic of human history that has long been shrouded in mystery. Through these finds, we gain insights into the complex societies that once inhabited this land, their cultures and traditions intricately woven into the fabric of prehistoric Europe. The insights gleaned from these submerged treasures paint a vivid picture of life in Doggerland, a land that was once a rich and varied landscape of forests, rivers, and fertile plains. Here, animals roamed freely, providing sustenance and companionship to the humans with whom they shared their habitat. Large herds of reindeer and aurochs wandered across the plains, while red deer and wild boar sought shelter in the dense woodlands. In the rivers and streams, fish teemed in abundance, their silvery forms a vital resource for those who knew the secrets of the land. The people of Doggerland, as revealed through these archaeological finds, lived in a dynamic interplay with their environment. They were adept hunters and gatherers, their lives shaped by the rhythms of the seasons and the bounties of the natural world. Their tools and implements, recovered from the seabed, speak of a sophisticated understanding of the materials at their disposal, as well as a deep knowledge of the flora and fauna that sustained them. The evidence suggests a society that was not only resilient but also innovative, capable of adapting to the challenges posed by a changing climate and rising sea levels. As we delve deeper into the secrets of Doggerland, we find that these discoveries also offer clues to the spiritual and cultural dimensions of its ancient inhabitants. The presence of carved figurines and ritual objects suggests that these people held beliefs and practices that connected them to the land and to each other. These artifacts, often imbued with symbolic meaning, reveal a world where the sacred and the mundane were intertwined, where rituals and ceremonies played a vital role in the community's cohesion and identity. The significance of Doggerland's archaeological heritage extends beyond the artifacts themselves, for it challenges us to reconsider our understanding of prehistoric Europe. This submerged landscape was not a peripheral fringe but a central hub of human activity, a vibrant crossroads where different peoples and cultures converged and interacted. It was a place where ideas and innovations flowed freely, shaping the course of history in ways that we are only now beginning to appreciate. As the sun begins its slow descent, casting long shadows over the water, we are reminded of the impermanence of all things, of the ebb and flow of time that has carried Doggerland from the realm of the living to the annals of history. Yet, through the dedicated efforts of archaeologists and the serendipitous finds of fishermen, this lost world is slowly being brought back to life, its stories unfolding like a tapestry woven from the threads of the past. These modern discoveries from the seabed, with their wealth of insights into prehistoric life, allow us to piece together the legacy of Doggerland, a world once vibrant with life. As we continue to explore the depths of the North Sea, guided by the echoes of history, we are drawn ever closer to understanding the intricate tapestry of human existence, a journey that promises to reveal even more about the enduring spirit of those who came before us. And so, as the light fades and the stars begin to twinkle above, we prepare to journey further into the story of Doggerland, where new chapters await to be discovered and shared. As the gentle waves of the North Sea lapped against the shores of distant lands, a story long forgotten lies beneath the surface, woven into the very fabric of human history, the story of Doggerland. This submerged land, which once bridged the British Isles to mainland Europe, may now rest beneath the ocean's depths. Yet its legacy continues to ripple through time, shaping the contours of cultural and historical understanding in ways both profound and subtle. The legacy of Doggerland is etched into the annals of our shared past, a poignant tapestry of human adaptation, resilience, and transformation. In the quiet whispers of the tides, one can almost hear the echoes of the people who once thrived in this verdant landscape, their lives intertwined with the rhythms of the natural world. Doggerland was not merely a geographical expanse. It was a cradle of human civilization, a place where early communities gathered, exchanged ideas, and laid the groundwork for the societies that would follow. To understand the cultural and historical significance of Doggerland is to delve into the very essence of what it means to be human. The people who inhabited this land were among the earliest European settlers, their lives intricately connected to the ebb and flow of the seasons, the migrations of animals, and the fertile bounty of the land. The archaeological remnants unearthed from the seabed, tools crafted from bone and flint, fragments of pottery, and traces of ancient hearths, speak of a vibrant culture, one that thrived on innovation and communal strength. As the sun sets over the walls of Troy, casting a golden hue across the ancient stones, it is a reminder of how Doggerland served as a crossroads, a place where diverse cultures converged and exchanged not only goods but also knowledge and traditions. This rich tapestry of human experience, woven into the very soil of Doggerland, contributed to the cultural mosaic that continues to define Europe today. The languages, customs, and artistic expressions found across modern Europe bear the subtle imprints of those early interactions, their roots tracing back to a land now lost to the sea. Doggerland also offers lessons from the past, lessons that resonate with the challenges we face in our present and future. The story of Doggerland is a testament to the resilience of human societies in the face of changing environments. As the climate shifted and sea levels rose, the people of Doggerland adapted with remarkable ingenuity, altering their ways of life to survive and thrive. Their ability to navigate the complexities of their environment stands as a testament to human adaptability and resourcefulness, qualities that are as vital today as they were millennia ago. In the gentle sigh of the wind over the North Sea, there is a reminder of the impermanence of human endeavors, a reflection on how the forces of nature can reshape the world in ways both subtle and profound. The story of Doggerland is not merely a historical curiosity. It is a narrative that speaks to the fragility of our own existence, a call to heed the lessons of the past as we confront the challenges of climate change and environmental transformation. In the quiet moments of reflection, as the light fades and the stars begin to twinkle in the evening sky, the legacy of Doggerland emerges as a bridge connecting us to our ancient forebears. The land beneath the sea serves as a poignant reminder of our shared heritage, an invitation to reflect on the interconnectedness of human societies across time and space. The bonds formed in the ancient days of Doggerland continue to echo in the cultural and historical narratives that shape modern Europe, a testament to the enduring power of human connection. Modern Europe, with its diverse tapestry of cultures, languages, and traditions, owes much to the early interactions that took place on the plains of Doggerland. The land beneath the North Sea, though now hidden from view, remains a vital part of the continent's historical narrative, a submerged chapter that informs the broader story of human civilization. The movement of people and ideas across Doggerland laid the groundwork for the complex web of relationships that characterize Europe today, underscoring the importance of understanding our past to navigate the complexities of the present. As the moon casts its silvery glow over the tranquil waters, it is a moment to ponder the legacy of Doggerland, a reminder of the resilience of human societies and the enduring connections that bind us to our shared past. The ancient world beneath the North Sea may be lost to time, but its story continues to inspire, offering insights into the challenges and opportunities that lie ahead. In the gentle rhythm of the tides, there is a sense of continuity, a reminder that the lessons of Doggerland remain as relevant today as they were in the distant past. As we conclude our journey through the submerged landscapes and ancient histories, we reflect on Doggerland's story, a poignant reminder of our shared past, an invitation to embrace the lessons of history as we forge a path into the future. Through the gentle mists of time, the legacy of Doggerland continues to speak, a quiet testament to the enduring spirit of humanity. As the sun descends gently over the horizon, casting a soft golden glow across the waters of the North Sea, we find ourselves reflecting on the serene yet powerful tale of Doggerland, the ancient expanse that once connected the British Isles to the continental mainland. For thousands of years, this land thrived under the vast sky, where the rhythms of life played out in harmonious concert with the natural world, a world now lying quietly beneath the waves. The story of Doggerland is one of profound transformation, a narrative etched into the very bedrock of our planet's history. Here, amidst the gentle lapping of waves and the whispering winds, we have journeyed through epochs, witnessing the gradual yet inexorable rise of the sea that would ultimately reclaim this land, submerging it beneath an oceanic tapestry. Yet within this watery grave, the echoes of an ancient world persist, offering glimpses into a life rich with mystery and wonder. Through the meticulous work of archaeologists and scientists, Doggerland has slowly revealed its secrets, each discovery a delicate thread woven into the fabric of our understanding. From the traces of early human settlements to the fossilized remnants of flora and fauna that once flourished here, these artifacts are silent witnesses to a time-long past, yet they speak volumes about the resilience and adaptability of life. The significance of these discoveries lies not only in the physical remnants unearthed, but in the stories they tell, stories of human ingenuity and survival in the face of a changing world. As we reflect upon the history of Doggerland, we are reminded of the passage of time, a gentle yet unyielding force that shapes the world and our place within it. Time, like the tides, ebbs and flows, carrying with it the remnants of past lives and civilizations. In these moments of quiet reflection, we find a deep connection to those who walked this land before us, their lives intertwined with the natural cycles that continue to govern the earth. Their legacy is not lost to the sea but rather preserved within it, a testament to the enduring spirit of humanity. The gentle rustle of reeds and the distant call of seabirds remind us of the tranquility that once pervaded this landscape, a tranquility that remains even as the waters rise and fall. It is a place where the past and present coexist, where the boundaries between what was and what is blur into a seamless continuum. This sense of timelessness invites us to pause and contemplate our own fleeting existence, to appreciate the beauty in change and the continuity of life. As we conclude our exploration of Doggerland, we are left with a sense of awe at the delicate balance of nature, a balance that has sustained life through countless cycles of growth and decay. The story of Doggerland is not merely a tale of loss but one of transformation, a reminder that even in the face of overwhelming change, life finds a way to endure and adapt. The landscapes may shift, and the seas may rise, yet the essence of life remains, carried forward by the currents of time. In this quiet reflection, we also find solace in the knowledge that we are part of a larger story, one that transcends borders and spans millennia. The history of Doggerland is a shared heritage, a reminder of the interconnectedness of all life on Earth. It is a story that continues to unfold, with each new discovery adding a chapter to the rich tapestry of our collective past. The gentle murmur of the ocean serves as a soothing backdrop to our thoughts, a reminder of the vastness and mystery of the natural world. It is a world that holds many secrets, waiting patiently for those who seek to uncover them. As we drift into the embrace of sleep, we carry with us the tranquil beauty of Doggerland, a beauty that lingers in the mind like a soft melody. Thank you for joining this serene exploration of Doggerland's history and legacy. We hope you enjoyed this calming journey through history. Please subscribe for more relaxing stories from the past.